That tiny pine nut can become a pine tree, but only if it is alive. Before we plant anything, we need to test the seed and give it the right balance of moisture and warmth. No refrigerator, no fancy gear, just a simple home method for beginners. If you have ever tried and seen nothing happen, this may finally make the process clear and maybe save you weeks of guessing. First, understand what you are holding. Pine nuts are actually seeds, and not every seed is ready to sprout. If yours came from an eating bag, success can be mixed because many food seeds are dried or heat-treated. For the best odds, use fresh seeds from intact cones or seeds sold for planting. Take 2 seeds and do a quick cut test. A healthy seed should feel firm inside, with no decay or insect damage. Now moisten a wet wipe until it is damp, not dripping. That difference matters. Too much water can drown the seed and invite mold. Lay the seeds on the wipe, then fold it over so each seed stays in close contact with moisture. Leave a little airspace. Seeds need humidity, not a swamp. Place the wipe in a container or sealed bag to hold the moisture in, then set it in a warm indoor spot, away from direct sun. For many pines, steady warmth helps wake the seed. Around room temperature, roughly 75 degrees Fahrenheit, is a good target. Warm and steady beats hot and unstable. Very high heat can reduce germination. Now comes the part that tests patience. Check the seeds daily, or at least every couple of days. Open gently. Look for moisture, not sogginess. If the wipe smells swampy or you see heavy condensation, it is too wet. Air it out briefly and replace the wipe if needed. Then one day, you may see it, a tiny white root tip. That is the moment you have been waiting for. Do not wait for a long root to develop in the wipe. Once the radical appears, move the seed into soil right away. If the root grows into the fibers, it can tear when you separate it. This is where the process shifts from waiting to growing. The seed is no longer just resting, it is becoming a seedling. Choose a deep pot or a deep cell, because pine seedlings send out a taproot early. A shallow container can bend that root and cause problems later. Fill the pot with loose soil and make a deep straight hole first. Then lower the sprouted seed in carefully with the root pointing down. Do not force it sideways. Cover it lightly with soil, then water gently so the soil settles around it. From here, your job is simple. Keep the soil lightly moist, not soaked. Place the pot in bright light and continue giving it warmth, but avoid harsh heat. As the seedling grows, it will push upward while building that strong root below. Some pine seeds sprout quickly, and others take longer because different species have different dormancy rules. If nothing happens after a reasonable wait, it does not always mean failure. Sometimes the seed needs a cold, moist rest first. That difference keeps a fragile sprout from stalling before it has a chance. So the formula is simple. Select viable seeds, keep them damp, give them steady warmth, and transplant at the first root. That is how you turn a pine nut into the beginning of a pine tree at home. It takes patience, but not complicated tools. It takes attention. And with each day you check, you are learning how life starts. Comment your pine type and sprout time.